All right, today we got the one, the only, Bedford Springs out in Bedford. Gorgeous course, absolute blast. The first hole here is a little par 4. I got some rough, about 250, so I hit an iron out there and just yanked it into the high grass. Luckily, I hit a really nice shot here. Never really left the pin and kind of rolled just down. And look at this. Never good to start on a birdie. Never. Second hole is a par 3, about the same distance as what I tried to hit the first shot, about 200. Hit a nice one, never left the pin again. However, it was about 40 to 50 feet short. So we got a nice long putt up there, a little lag, kind of moved to the left, didn't see it move that much, but a little 3-footer, 4-footer, probably 5 to clean it up, so nice par. Big par 5 here. All the par 5s from the tips are like 600 yards. So this one's no different. Gorgeous, pretty hole. Hit a hard drive, just pulled it just a hair, didn't catch the fairway. It was super wet today, so didn't really get much roll in the rough in the fairway either. A lot of plug balls and stuff like that. Pulled that one again, stayed in the rough, had a nice, basically a wedge here, a little 56. Full 56 to the front of the green. Thought I'd catch that little hill, but it just stayed up on top, so now I got a downhill putt. Did not break to the right as much as I thought it did, but just by the hole here, a little cleanup par. So onward and upward to the signature volcano hole, par 3. Hit a hybrid here. It's 220-ish uphill, pins tucked back left. Honestly, I thought this was in when it left the club. This thing was perfect. Hit, just bounced a little left. Really wanted this putt. Bang. Look at a little fist pump. Nice. All right, next hole is a long par 5 again. Little dogleg right. How about these drone shots? Pretty nice, huh? Got to work on the micro adjustments if I'm going to keep using them, but whatever. Hit driver off the tee here, and it just leaked a little right. And by a little, I mean a lot. I ended up deep in the woods, thought I could cut off some of the hole, hit a tree again, and bounced even further into the woods. So now I'm doing some landscaping. Pretty sure you're allowed to move logs that are on the ground. Luckily, this one was just small enough that I was able to move it. Almost caught it back in the knee there. All right, clear out that twig. All right, take your 7-iron and get back on the golf course, please. Bang. All right, now we're back on the golf course. All right, still 300-ish yards to go here. 3 wood just piped up the right side. Hit a good one here. So now we got 56 in. Hit this one, no roll to it, just kind of stuck. So I'm short, but it's an uphill putt. And look at me. Did I learn how to putt? Might have. All right, a little par 4 here. Bunkers all along the fairway here. Hit a really nice drive. I once had somebody tell me when you hit the ball off the tee well, you almost can play golf. So there you go. Chunk this shot. Just short here. Not a great one. Now I got a little touchy shot over the bunker. Get a little wristy there. Didn't spin, just kind of rolled straight off the back. So long par putt from the fringe. Never had a chance. Yeah, it's not going to go that way. So a little tap in, 5. On to the next, par 4. Second shot will be over some stuff. Took a 3-wood here. Thought the driver might be a little far. Clipped those trees on the right. So now I have an 8-iron in when it should have been probably a wedge. Actually hit a decent shot. Just pull it just a hair. Take some weird hops and ends up off the green. Now I have this roller coaster of a putt. But misread that, pushed it through all that break in the beginning, and it never turned right, so it just stayed up. Longer putt here, 12-footer to keep the par, no chance. Just didn't turn for me, so a little tap in. The 8th is a little par 4. Hit this drive, pulled it just a hair, but it got over the bunker into the rough. So have a chance here. Hit this shot, thought it was short off the club, but luckily just caught the green and kicked forward just a hair. And now we got a nice little look at birdie here. Watch this thing turn. Wow. Can I putt? All right, on to the 9th. another par 5, hit an absolute rocket off the tee right down the middle. Couldn't find it for a little bit. It was plugged. Had to pull that out. Got a 5 iron here. Probably should have hit a 4, but clipped it clean. Really nice shot. Just came up just a little short. No big deal. That thing's up on a little, like an island almost. So hit a really nice chip left to make sure I was on the right area, and then made a little putt for birdie back to back. So on to 10, little par 3 over some stuff. Pulled this shot pretty bad. Pins over on the right, and my ball is on the left. So long putt here, breaks pretty good left to right. However, it is downhill, which I did not take into account, and I am almost off the green. So that is a 3-putt. That's like a how-to 3-putt right there. Nice par 4 down the hill, coming back towards the clubhouse. Second shot will be over the little creek. Shouldn't really come into play, though. You hit a good drive, which I did. Look at that. It'll be on the left side, but it is not in the road, and it's not in a creek. So, perfect. Have a little 7 iron in. Hit this one really good. Thought it was right on it. Ended up just a hair far. Stayed up on this hill. So this was a slippery one here, and it just didn't go in. I thought it was in, but that would have been nice. That would have got that 3-putt back for me, but no worries. Tap it in for your par. Moving on. Another par 4. Road on your right still. Left is some high stuff, which this ball will find. Ready? Yep, that's a little hook. Not the worst swing in the world, but just enough to put you over the bunkers and into the high stuff. Couldn't find it. Dropped 2, hit 3. Just got a little too much grass on this, so it's short. Now I got to chip up, get up and down for bogey, hopefully. That is not a great chip, not close enough to the hole. So we got an outside shot at bogey, but nah, no chance. So we'll tap that in for our crowd-pleasing double. All right, 13th hole is another long par 5, a little dogleg right. Really wanted to birdie this one. Hit a nice drive down the middle. Sitting on the right side of the fairway with a chance outside. No, not in the fairway. Sorry, outside chance to get there, and I go over the road with a 3-wood, super aggressive. End up in the front, probably about 80 yards, and have to hit a dart, throw a dart here to have a chance at your bird. And that is not a dart. Well, I guess it could be a dart, but you're out, outside ring. You're not hitting the bullseye with that one. Another slippery little putt. Had a chance, but didn't go. Got a little scared of that speed coming down. But that's a pretty good par 5. Look at that. Pretty. All right. Pretty par 3 here. Hit a nice ball. Wanted to hit the draw, but started it on the pin instead of to the right. So we're in the bunker. And this might be one of my better bunker shots. I hate the long ones, but look at that thing spin, and a little lip. That would have been sweet if it fell. That would have been sweet. So now we got a little par save here. Up the hill. Yep. Oh, man, the early walk. Feeling it today. Just feeling it. All right, this 15th is a par 4 dogleg left. Hit a nice draw in here. Landed perfect in between the 2 bunkers. Took a little bounce. Now we got a nice 52 wedge in. Pins on the right. Just actually hit the center of the club face, which is wild. Left myself with a very makeable putt here. The early walk again? Wow. Okay. Feeling a little cocky. Another par 5 here. Road left. I don't know if I got scared of the road or just let that one go a little bit, but that's right. That is very right. Had to hit a 7 iron over these trees. They don't look as tall now as they did then, but couldn't really get anything else over there. Have an 8 iron in now, and just really torched this thing. Just over. So got to get up and down now. A little scrambling man. That green sloped away from me on that shot, so anything was just gonna go. Pretty happy I kept it on, honestly. Tap in bogey, so kind of losing it a little, but we're still only 2 over, which if you've been watching a lot, is pretty damn good. Par 3 here, this green slopes right to left, so I kept it out right, and it didn't roll left for me. So now I have a little downhill squirrely putt again. Gave it a shot, but didn't make it. So tap in par onto the 18th. This is the best drive of the day for me. This was an absolute nuke. I don't know if it landed yet. Yeah, it's out there. Good. Plug. Couldn't find it for a while, so have a nice wedge in and chunked it. And
so
left
bad.
it very short. Now I have a very long birdie putt. Not really makeable, hoping just for a nice lag here. Keep it at 2 over, which I did. Very nice lag. And got a little 2-footer. That is not 40-foot. 2-footer to end it. There you go. 74, guys. 2 over. Thanks for watching.